They all set to go to seize the champion, a 3-year-old, over this distance of 2,000 meters. Model Man, the second favorite, has backed out his stall. The balance weighed quietly for the handlers now to re-enter Model Man to that inside stall. Going up this time, the stakes 150,000 rand. Jungle Rock and Model Man settle down. They're off and running. Model Man broke smartly from Eli Star. Lines of Power going up to the early pace. And there goes Bolu now going around his field to set the pace for Potomac. Bolu up there from Model Man, and Kutzi's wasted no time as Potomac runs second, so Millard's 1 and 2. On the far side, Jungle Rock racing 6 lengths off the leader. Then we've got Never Blue. Model Man East quite a few lengths off them. Bolu now setting a cracking gallop. He's cleared off by 4 lengths. Potomac racing in second place. Model Man and Marcus race 3 lengths behind Potomac. They were followed a half a length by Lines of Power. Then we go back to Eli Star. Jungle Rock is only about 4 lengths off Potomac now. Paddy Wynn passes horses on him. Bullion Best between those two. We go back to another treat, racing 7, 8 lengths off the leaders. They close on this leader now. Then Never Blue and Royal Yacht at the back of the field. Bolu the leader, but they've closed now. Potomac only 2.5 behind Bolu. Racing in third place is Model Man, and he's just 2 lengths behind Potomac. On the outside of that, we've got Lines of Power. Jungle Rock is getting closer to the leaders. This is becoming a compact field now. Then Bullion Best. Behind that is Eli Star. Then another treat in striking distance, although near the back. There's only about 7 covering the whole field now, and that leaves Royal Yacht at the back. And now Phyllis Kutsi takes over on Potomac as they come up the hill in the SA 2000, and Potomac skips away by 4 lengths. Potomac the leader. Marcus wastes no time to chase on Model Man, and these two are well clear. Potomac and Model Man clear by 5 lengths from Lines of Power. It's a 2-horse race. Potomac and Model Man, there's nothing in it. Potomac on the inside by a neck from Model Man. This is a great finish. Potomac and Model Man locked together. You couldn't get closer than this. Model Man, the local champion. Felix Kutsi trying to fight back on Potomac. It's Model Man. Potomac locks short heads. This is unbelievable. They get to the line. I can hardly separate them. I can't separate Potomac and Model Man. I think another treat will run third. But my, that was mighty, mighty close. Model Man on the stand side could just get the nod. But then again, Felix could see with that big white stick of his, came again in the last 20 meters, and it's going to take the judges' photo to separate these two horses. The distance, if they are separated, if it's not a dead heat, it's definitely going to be a short head. As they came into the straight, the leader up to about the 1,000-meter mark was Bolu. That's the stable companion to Potomac. But as usual, Felix Kutsi took over a long way out on Potomac because of these. And yeah, we have the slow motion now. Felix Kutsi in the white cap. And on the stand side, Potomac wearing blinkers. On the stand side is Basil Marcus on the local favourite with a white noseband on Model Man. So it's Potomac and Model Man. They are well clear, at least 6 lengths clear of the third horse, and that's how they went from the 300-meter mark. They've got now about just under 100 to go, and you can see there's nothing in it. Absolutely short heads. At this stage, precisely now, I would say Model Man puts his neck in front. I'd say he gets away by about a neck from Potomac, and at this stage the stamina of Model Man began to tell, and there I'd say is as much as a neck in front. But Felix Kutsi lying flat on Potomac now begins to come back at Model Man. This is where it short heads. Now watch Felix Kutsi on Potomac, fighting back on the inside. Basil Marcus and Model Man not giving up. There comes the line now. Let's see if we can separate them. If anything, Potomac. I'm going to give it to Potomac, having a look at that replay from Model Man, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a dead heat. But when they crossed the line, I was very dubious to separate those two. And having a look at that slow motion, I'd say that Felix Kutsi and Potomac battle back to win by a short head. Well, on today's run, this year's Rothmans July is really taking shape to be a great contest should these 2 3-year-olds decide to have a go at that stake. The third placing, which in this case is really of little interest because another treat, I think, ran on for the third placing, but I'd say the third horse was as much as 6 or 7 lengths back, and there is the photo finish. The judges have called, obviously, for a photo finish here. Desui takes the first stake of 91,000. It's gone to number 9, Potomac. So that then the official result of the 150,000 Rand South African 2000. The winner, number 9, Potomac, from the Argentine, trained by Terence Millard and ridden by Felix Coetzee, and that'll push his stakes up to just about 400,000 and makes him a worthy favourite for the upcoming Rothmans July. The second place in then has gone to number 7, Model Man, beaten a short head, ridden by Basil Marcus, trained by Paddy Lunn, and it'll be interesting to see if Model Man takes up his position in the July, because that is 200 metres further than today's distance, although he will be carried